Today our topic is about environmental performance assessment methods. The environmental performance evaluation method is divided into 7 parts. The first part is the main polluter subject. The entity object of environmental performance evaluation generally includes 2 categories, government and enterprise, but as far as the specific pollution object is concerned, the evaluation object. 2 phases: planning phase and realization phase. The second part is environmental survey. Environmental surveys use scientific methods to purposefully and systematically collect information that reflects temporal changes in the environment relevant to the organization. The evaluation object in the ISO 14031 standard environmental performance refers to the management results of various environmental factors of the organization. A major feature of environmental management is that organizations must meet the requirements of many environmental laws and regulations. There is a need to establish a systematic approach to this work. The current state of laws and regulations, and the alignment of environmental policies and environmental goals with laws and regulations. The third part is the method of environmental investigation. 3 stages of environmental investigation methodology. Determine the purpose and scope of the investigation. Sufficient information is obtained through environmental surveys to predict future environmental trends and provide basic data for the next step. Formulating environmental performance indicators. Determine the composition of the investigation team, environmental factor investigators, and law and regulation investigators. The environmental factor investigation should adopt the process method, draw the process flow chart of the investigated process, and then determine the environmental factors in each step of the whole process. Environmental factors are mainly divided into 8 categories. Investigate laws, regulations, and technical standards. In this step, determine whether each environmental factor has relevant laws, regulations, and technical standards. At this stage, the current situation of environmental management should be comprehensively investigated, compared with the relevant requirements of ISO 14001 and various existing relevant information. There are 7 parts to preparing an investigative report. The fourth part is collecting and analyzing data. The work at this stage is to clearly record the time, place, and method of collecting this data according to the determined indicator system and the direction of data collection to ensure authenticity. The original data is collected and analyzed on a regular basis, and the data is kept by special personnel to avoid loss. Access to external environmental data can be obtained from relevant research institutes, self-testing, obtained from government departments, and in conjunction with nearby factories and enterprises. The fifth part is the evaluation. Comprehensive evaluation is a method of simultaneously evaluating multiple indicators and multiple units in a systematic and standardized way, which is called the comprehensive evaluation method. Internal data is easily accessible and can be obtained directly through monitoring and measurement of the production process. The evaluation process is complex and contains certain human factors. Each performance indicator has a different range and unit of measure, and each indicator is weighted differently. If you want to aggregate all performance indicators into a single value. Part VI, Internal and External Communication. The benefits of internal and external communication. It can effectively reduce the understanding time of decision-making thinking, get effective feedback, simplify procedures and procedures, save time and improve work efficiency. The principles for preparing performance reports are transparency principle, credibility principle, and interpretation principle. External reporting process. Determine the topics of the report and which topics should be included in the report. Consider when and how to publish the report. Determine the specific content of the report and prepare the report. The seventh part is the inspection and improvement stage. At this stage, the evaluation results and evaluation process should be regularly inspected and reviewed to identify opportunities for improvement, thereby improving the environmental performance evaluation process. A final check on each EPE planning and implementation phase to ensure no mistakes were made. This is the list of members of our group. This is reference. Thanks for watching.